Find an equation of the line with the given information. Number 1, slope -3, y-intercept 5. We know that we have y equals mx plus b. They gave me m and they gave me b. So I have y equals -3x plus 5, and that's all we need to do. Okay, question 2, m equals -2, and it passes through the point 5, 7. Well, I'm going to label this x and y. Once again, we know that our equation is y equals mx plus b, and now we just need to simply put in the information given. So I'm going to have 7 equals m, which was -2, my x value is 5, plus b, and now I'm going to be solving for b. So I get 7 equals -2 times 5 is -10, plus b. Now to get b by itself, to get rid of -10, I'll do plus 10 to both sides, and that will give me 17. So my b is going to equal 17. So when I go to write my line, I'm going to have y equals m, which was -2x, plus b was 17. So that will be my answer for that one. Okay, this next one I know again I have y equals mx plus b. I do know the b is where it touches the y-axis, and I notice that it's touching it too, so I can fill in 2 for my b. And then my slope is rise over run, if you remember that. And they already nicely drew a triangle for me, so I can just use that. I notice it's going to rise 1, and it's going to run 2 boxes. So my slope is going to be 1/2, and the line is headed up, so it's going to be positive. So the equation of my line is going to be y equals 1/2 x plus 2. You could have also on this one picked 2 points and found the slope that way. All right, next one. The line passes through the points 5, -3, and 7, 9. So this time I'm going to have to find m, and I'm going to have to find b. I'm going to start by labeling my points x1, y1, and x2, y2. And now I know that my slope is y2 minus y1, so it's going to be 9 minus -3, and then over x2 minus x1, which will be 7 minus 5. Okay, that will turn to positives. 9 plus 3 is 12. 7 minus 5 is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So I'm going to now have y equals mx plus b again. I can pick either point. I think I'm going to pick the one that doesn't have negatives in it. And you'll notice I have my y value labeled as 9. So I'll get 9 equals m, which is 6. My x value is 7 plus b. And then I'm going to get 9 equals 42 plus b. I'll subtract 42 from both sides, so I will end up getting b equals 9 minus 42, which is -33, I believe. And so my equation is going to be y equals, my m was 6, so it'll be 6x, and then my b is -33, so it will be 6x minus 33. Okay, next problems. You open a savings account, putting $100 in the account. You plan on adding $50 per month to the account. Question 5 says to fill in the table below with the amount of money in the account over time. So in 0 months, before you actually start adding money to the account, you start with $100. After 1 month, you're going to have $150. After 2 months, you're going to have $200. After 3 months, you'll have $250. After 4 months, you'll have $300, and then after 5 months, you'll have $350. And then question 6 says to graph the points. Well, one of the most important things is to label, so I will put time on the x-axis, and then I'll put dollars or your amount on the y-axis. I'm going to simply just go by, actually I think just to make it a little, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Otherwise they're a little bit close together, but if you didn't do that, that's okay too. I need to get up to 350. I believe I'm just going to go by 50, so 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400. Okay, so then we've got, when I first start, it's at 100, whoops. And then after 1 month, I'm at 150. And then after 2 months, I'm at 200. And then after 3 months, after 3 months, I'm at 250. And then after 4 months, I'm at 300. And then after 5 months, I'm at 350. Okay, and hopefully you can see that those definitely form a linear trend. Okay, then it says to write an equation of the line from your graph. Remember, we have y equals mx plus b. My slope is what it's going to go up by each time, and it's going up by 50 every time. and then my b is where I start, and I start at 100. So I have y equals 50x plus 100. Another way that I told you guys that you could write this line would be y equals, where do I start? I start at 100, and then do I go up or down? I go up, and how much do I go up? I go 50 every time. So that would be another way to write that equation. Okay, question 8. Use your equation in number 7 to find out how much money you will have in your account after 12 months. So we have y equals 50x plus 100. X is the number of months, and so we might even want to put that x and y. My x is my number of months, so I can simply just plug 12 into there. And if I find 50 times 12 plus 100, that will give me $700. And you'll want to make sure that you don't forget your dollar sign.